Hello, hello and welcome. I realize it is lunchtime, so for those of you who are here, thank you for joining me. My name is Braun Bannisader. I am the PM for Azure Event Grid. Today, in just 20 minutes, we're going to do just a quick overview of the features and products that we've been working on as a team over the summer, the things that we haven't released since build. Hopefully, for those of you who know and have used Event Grid, we'll have some pretty exciting updates. And for those of you who are new to Event Grid, I will start off with a quick introduction of what the service is, how you can use it, and how it's helpful. So if you're not familiar with Event Grid, what it is essentially an eventing system built into the Azure platform that allows you to build event-based reactive programs. So what I mean by this is Event Grid is plugged in to these services that we have on the left. And actually, the eventual goal here is that every service in Azure will be plugged into Event Grid. And what all of these services do is they emit native events when a state change happens within Azure. So this is something like a blob has been created in storage, a VM has been spun up by Azure Resource Manager, a process has finished in Azure Media Services, IoT hubs. All of these services publish built-in native events, and they do this real-time in a high throughput serverless manner. So what I mean by serverless here is that everything is a kind of a click and browse, fully managed platform. You don't actually really have to manage any infrastructure to make this work. You just click the resource you want, you tell the endpoint that you want, and then the events start flowing. You pay as you go, so you pay per event that you consume, and you can put filters on the wire so that only certain event types receive certain events, if that makes sense. And then on the consuming side, we have a bunch of built-in event handlers. This is things like Azure Functions if you want to write your own custom code and scripts, Logic Apps if you want to build custom workflows. We push to webhook endpoints, so you can push to anything like a Slack channel saying a new VM has been created. You can push to a hybrid connection, which basically allows you to push to any WebSocket connection. This includes actually if you are behind a firewall and you don't want to punch a hole in it, you can use hybrid connections to actually create an outbound connection and then relay those events into your system via hybrid connections. There's a lot of cool things we have going on here that allow you to basically really quickly build platform native reactive programs. We also have built into the system what we call custom events. So this is basically where Event Grid is also a fully fledged pub sub service. If you're not familiar with a pub sub service, it's actually a fairly simple concept. You have a topic and you publish messages and events and data to that topic, and then you can basically fan out by making subscriptions on that topic. So you can say, you know, I've built social media for dogs, and I want to have some notification system off that. I'm going to create a topic on it, and then any downstream process that I have that wants to react to, you know, new image uploaded, I can actually create a subscription on that and fan out in real time events that are occurring on there. Event Grid is built for really low latency and massive throughput to kind of make your life as easy as possible. So that's kind of a general overview. So the first thing that we've built this summer is called event domains. If you're not familiar with Event Grid, this might be a little bit of a daunting architectural diagram here, but what we've basically done with event domains is we've taken the underlying infrastructure I was just talking about, where Azure services are able to publish events to Azure customers. Oh, we've gone blank. Fascinating. Anyway, I'll keep going as we see if we can fix that. But so we have a built-in, an underlying architecture that Azure services like storage and Azure Media Service use to publish events to all of their customers. With event domains, we're actually taking that same architecture and making it available to you. So let's say you have a scenario where you are a producer of heavy industry, like construction equipment, for example. Every one of your customers, you want to be able to publish events to them, and you want them to be able to subscribe to events such as, you know, there's maintenance due on this machine, we've released some sort of update on these machines, there's a recall, whatever sort of events that you want to be able to publish, you want to be able to publish those to your customers, but you don't want construction company Northwest Builders Corp. To be able to subscribe to events that belong to Redmond Construction Inc. and vice versa. So what you do is you basically define a topic for every single one of your customers, and then Azure Active Directory, Azure's system for basically handling authentication, will restrict permissions to these topics to only the authorized users of each topic. This way, you are only publishing all of your events for your entire company to a single endpoint, which is the domain endpoint, and then we're taking care of the authentication, the authorization, and the fan out of those events. So each one of your customers can now come and subscribe to events on their topic, but they can't see anyone else's information. So this is another way of putting it, this is like managed webhooks as a service. The second big thing that we're releasing today is consumption SDKs. So this is going to get a little bit nitty-gritty if you haven't used EventGrid before. For those of you who have, what this is the built-in events within Azure. It's going to deserialize them for you and make it so that you don't have to actually construct a class for each event type and to consume those events. So what I mean here, for those of you who haven't used EventGrid, EventGrid is always just going to push metadata about the state change that has occurred. So when you have a storage event, for example, and I'll show you a quick demo actually, what's going to happen is that storage is going to send an event of what was uploaded to storage, but it's not going to actually send the storage file, right? So if you want to consume that information, you need to deserialize that event and then pick out the various data fields. Well, with the new consumption SDK we have, it is actually aware of the various event types that are flowing through Azure. And so all you have to do, I'll switch back really quickly actually, is call, create an EventGrid subscriber, and then call deserialize EventGrid events. And then now you just have an array of all of the events that you produced deserialized for you. So I'll show you really quickly an example of that. Here we go. OK, let me zoom in for you. So you see we have our deserialize into all the events into an array here. And right here, we're just calling event data if it's a storage blob created event. We're just going to get the URI of that storage blob. So previous to this, you would have had to write a bunch of code to deserialize the JSON. You would have to know what the actual event looks like and pick apart the data fields you're interested in. Now it's really just those parts. The rest of this is code to make the function work. I've deployed this to a function app. And so you can see our log here. Let me reconnect to this, and then I will drop an event in. Fascinating. Let's open the log stream again. OK, here we are. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a photo in here. And because of those two lines, it will instantly be able to give me the direct path to the image that I've uploaded. And I don't really have to do a whole bunch of work in doing that. So I'll just hit upload. And as soon as we see this give us that upload, so now I can come over to my storage log. And fascinating. Definitely have had some connectivity issues. Hopefully we are not. This is always the scary part of doing demos when you have a million people on the internet at the same time. Let me open that log stream again and upload another file. If this doesn't work, I will. Oh, sure. Yeah, I can zoom in. Oh. That already exists. We don't want that one. Let's pick this one. Hit upload here. Has uploaded. OK. No new trace. Fun times, everyone. Okay. Well, I apologize. I will come back to this if, for some reason, that does go through. This was working moments ago. I do apologize for that. What was supposed to happen is that the URL of the blob was supposed to just show up in our stream because we were writing it there, and the permissions for that blob are public, so you should be able to just copy and paste that URL into your browser and instantly be able to access that image. Promise you it works. I'm just bad at live demos. So the final thing we have, and this is actually quite exciting for those of you who have been using Event Grid, and even if you haven't, hopefully you can see the immediate power of it, is advanced filters. So previous to this release that will be coming out in about a week or two, when you wanted to do filtering on the wire for Event Grid, you could only filter on things like your event type and the prefix and suffix of your event's subject. And the subject is just the path to where the actual state change happened in your resource. So back to the storage example, that would be the path to the image that you just uploaded, right? So with this release that we are really in the process of rolling out today, so you should see it in your accounts available in about a week or two, and we'll be publishing a blog when that happens. You will be able to filter on any part of the data payload, as well as most of the metadata of that event. And you will be able to do three different types of filters: numerical, string, and Boolean. Boolean obviously is pretty self-explanatory. String, you will be able to do contain, in or not in. And so you'll give us an array, and you'll say if this field, so data.key1, the value there is within this array or not in this array, we will fail or pass that filter. We have the same type of events for that same in and not in for numbers. And then string, we're also going to allow you to do begins with and ends with for any of these arbitrary fields. Number, we're going to be allowing you to do greater than or less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Those are pretty self-explanatory. The numbers are going to be handled as a floating point operation, and you'll actually be able to give us those numbers in the event in a few different formats. You can do integer, you can do scientific notation, you can do decimal. We'll be able to handle them all. We'll convert them to floating point and then do floating point operations on those. And the final one that I want to mention that I think people will be hopefully most excited about is we are actually going to be releasing string contains. So that we are not going to give you regex. I know everyone wants regex on the wire. That's incredibly expensive. Unfortunately, if you need to do hardcore regex, you still have to use a function. But if you want to do string contains, so I have foo bar 16, I can do string contains bar, and it will pass. And if bar is not in that string, it will fail that. So that is actually all of the announcements we have that we're going to be releasing very soon. We are working on already our next set of updates. Hopefully you'll see those in a couple months. I can't yet share information about those. It looks like we have a couple extra minutes. So if anyone has questions, certainly. That's a great question. So the question was, do we have to pay to use the filters? The way pricing is going to be done for the advanced filters is each evaluation against the advanced filter will count as an operation. So when you publish the events to Event Grid, we will evaluate every single event you publish against every single filter you have on that given topic or subscription. And regardless of whether or not it goes through, the evaluation is where you get charged. Any other questions? And also, feel free to come up and talk to me one-on-one if that's not you. Oh, yeah, we have a question over here. So the question was for the multi-tenant management. Is there a way to is this going to be a way to centralize management of the subscriptions? Was that the question? Sorry, what? Okay, so the question is, will we be able to offer Event Grid basically as a shared service across multiple subscriptions? So the event domains does not quite enable that. What it does enable is if you, as a provider of some service or application, have multiple customers that are not related tenants at all, you can still manage all of them within one event domain, if that makes sense. Sure. So the question was, can they all publish that event domain? No, so event domains are going to be for you to fan your events out to your customers. Customers being able to publish to you is not going to work like that. One thing you could do is, you can create a topic per customer and hand them a topic and have them publish to that if you're trying to ingest data from your customers. You can do that through ARM. You will have to, today you would have to manage each topic per customer individually. So we don't give anything around that makes that a little bit easier. So that is something we are considering. Functionality.